Hi everyone, my name is Shravani, and I'm thrilled to present my go-to-market strategy for Canva for Campus, focused specifically on schools in the DMV region. DMV refers to the DC, Maryland, Virginia University Network, which includes a diverse mix of public and private institutions. And I created this campaign not just to drive Canva usage, but to embed it into academic, professional, and creative lives of students. This isn't just about getting students to use Canva, it's also about creating a culture where design fluency is seen as essential as writing or research. So today I will be covering a handful of different topics, but to start with, this strategy will bring Canva for Campus to life through a peer-led, project-based, and scalable rollout. It's designed to meet students where they already are, which includes student orgs, classrooms, and career centers, and help them design better, collaborate faster, and stand out professionally. The launch hopefully begins in June 2025 and includes a grassroots ambassador program, an LMS integration, partnerships with student orgs, and campaign focused on real ROI, such as usage metrics and educational outcomes. I selected three schools in the DMV region for the pilot: George Washington University, the University of Maryland, and Howard University. Each was chosen for its influence in the region, diversity of student body, and its vibrant extracurricular ecosystem. So you might be wondering, why now? With the rise of AI and an increased concerns about cheating and AI misuse, educators are shifting towards more authentic assessments like visual presentations, portfolios, and collaborative group work. Canva supports this shift by giving students tools that are easy to use and professors tools to evaluate understanding beyond traditional tests. I believe this is the ideal time for Canva to scale its presence on campuses, especially in a region as tech savvy and diverse as the DMV. Some key goals include first, reaching a 45% adoption within targeted student organizations by the end of one semester. Second, train and activate Canva ambassadors across at least three universities. And third, ensure Canva becomes integrated into academic and career-oriented workflows from classroom assignments to resume design. These goals are measurable, scalable, and aligned with what students and faculty want. By embedding Canva into everyday academic and extracurricular life, I expect to see a measurable boost in visual literacy and digital fluency. Students will create better resumes, professors will adopt Canva as a classroom tool, and student orgs will professionalize their branding. These outcomes will not only drive adoption, but create long-term growth on campus and a cultural shift around design on campus as well. So, a little bit more about general edtech market trends. The global edtech industry is expected to reach 348 billion by 2030. Students are demanding mobile-first collaborative platforms that mirror the tools used in professional settings, and Canva is already very aligned with this trend, as we see. In higher education, we're also seeing more visual learning and digital storytelling, especially in hybrid environments, and that's where Canva excels, making it an ideal fit for the future of academic tools. Three major trends that are also going to support Canvas integration. First, professors are moving towards more project-based assessments. Second, students need portfolio quality tools to showcase work. And third, institutions are seeking scalable, low-cost platforms to support digital learning. And Canva aligns with all three, and it's cost-effective, and it supports group learning and produces professional-grade output with minimal friction. So our customer segmentation is broken up into three key areas. First is organizations that need consistent branding and visual content. Student organizations are also considered really great places for employers to see student involvement and interest, especially if you're a student that's involved in a higher level, for example, as president or vice president. So having some sort of, key digital framework and to have some sort of branding and showcasing that side of your skill set can be really valuable for a resume as well. Second is professors and TAs who want to make lectures and assignments more engaging. And third is career services and student life departments that are focused on employability and communication skills. Each segment has unique needs, but Canvas flexibility will allow it to serve all three with tailored messaging and onboarding. So let me illustrate a little bit more with a few personas that are indicated on the screen. Um, Anaya leads her cultural org. She designs 5 flyers a week but lacks design tools. Canva helps her create fast professional content. Marcus is a finance student applying for internships. He uses Canva to design a polished resume and build a professional portfolio. Professor Lee teaches sociology and wants to update her outdated slides. She adopts Canva and assigns students a visual storytelling project. These personas reflect the real needs and use cases that the strategy is built around. So, a little bit more about the competitive landscape. Tools like Adobe Express and Microsoft Designer exist, but they are either too complex or not built for education. Figma is great for product design, but less so for campus communications and has a little bit of a steeper learning curve, especially if you don't have the background of a product designer. Canva's competitive edge lies in its ease of use, educational templates, LMS integrations, and real-time collaboration, very similar to Google Documents. It's designed for everyday user, not for just for professional designers, which makes it really ideal for the academic market. Not just for students, it's also accessible for professors who might not have the time to learn how to use tools like Figma and Adobe Express. So, our value proposition, Canva enables anyone, regardless of design experience, to communicate visually and professionally. It offers collaborative tools, thousands of templates, and seamless sharing. Its value lies in accessibility, versatility, and ability to scale across use cases, from flyers to lessons plans to resumes. It's not just a design platform, it's an enabler of creativity, professionalism, and productivity. As a review, here are our core features and benefits. Key features include shared folders, interactive presentations, resume builders, brand kits for student organizations, LMS integrations, and co-editing. These tools support collaboration and help users produce polished on-brand content. The intuitive drag and drop interface reduces time spent on designs, making it ideal for busy students and educators alike. So our positioning statement is pretty simple. Canva is the visual operating system of campus life. It allows students to create, collaborate, and share seamlessly across devices. The rollout is not only a software implementation, it's a shift in how students and faculty communicate, express themselves, and build their future. So now to go a little bit more into the actual go-to-market strategy. These are a couple of my go-to-market goals. I hope to onboard Canva ambassadors at three universities in the DMV region to start with, the George Washington University, University of Maryland, and Howard University. These institutions were chosen strategically, GW for its large student org presence and business school integration potential, UMD for its scale and strong tech infrastructure, and Howard for its influential cultural leadership and creative student community. I plan to reach 45% of student orgs within the first semester, secure LMS integrations at least two pilot institutions, and activate usage across 10 departments. These goals are not just ambitious, but they're grounded in user needs and backed by campus trends. It's already evident that these three universities are looking to expand more technologically and explore opportunities to test students on content outside of AI. So it's very key that we use these three student organizations and these three universities to help us kind of explore Canva for campus as well. So some key performance indicators include number of Canva Pro accounts activated, template usage across segments, feedback from organizations and faculty, attendance at Canva workshops, and LMS integration success. I'll use these metrics to iterate the campaign, ensuring that we not only focus on adoption, but also meaningful, sustained engagement. So, messaging and branding. Messaging will be tailored for each audience. For students, design your future. For faculty, teach visually, engage deeply. For administrations, empower students with modern tools. I'll use Canva's modern brand colors and font while incorporating the visual language of each institution. Each touchpoint will reflect Canva's intuitive, friendly voice while connecting to local campus culture. The rollout will happen in three phases. First, recruit and train ambassadors. Second, launch print and digital campaigns targeting high traffic areas. Three, embed Canva into student org toolkits and LMS workflows. Events, tablings, workshops, and social media challenges will be used to drive awareness. Instagram and TikTok will serve as our primary digital engagement challenges. Also, to include, we hope to host monthly conferences on campus where students can feature their Canva designs for cash prizes and recognition on campus as well. This can also be in the form of a contest or just a monthly conference where students can showcase their work in a community format. Sales strategy. So we hope to use a peer-led activation model. Ambassadors will be trained to run workshop, table events, and support Canva onboarding. Faculty will receive one-pagers and video walkthroughs. Career centers will be given ready-to-use resume templates and be also trained on how to use Canva to leverage professional guidance. And every sales conversation is tied to a very clear value add, better presentations, easier collaboration, and more employable graduates. The budget ranges from $2,500 to $3,000 per semester. This includes ambassador stipends, printing materials, giveaways, food for events, and paid digital ads. This lean budget reflects a grassroots approach and it's driven more by impact rather than a ton of overhead costs. The ROI in terms of adoption and usage is expected to exceed the cost quickly, hopefully by doubling. Um, Obviously, we have to obviously consider risks at all times. Risks include low usage after sign-up, tech integration delays, or faculty resistance. I hope to mitigate these using ongoing ambassador support, Canva challenges, gamified usage contests, and strong relationships with IT and administration early on, and clear incentives and personalized outreach will help keep momentum going after the initial launch. In conclusion, this isn't only a launch plan, it's hopefully a campaign to make Canva a campus essential. By empowering students, enabling professors, and supporting institutions, we make Canva more than a tool. We make it the visual language of education. And I'm excited to bring this to life, and I really appreciate listening to my presentation. Thank you.